Well, just start with that quickly. I mean, it is always a frustration when you do all your planning, your preparation, and then on the game day you have to call it off, isn't it?
It's always disappointing, certainly with the momentum that we've been carrying, but we've got to move straight into Accrington now, and our focus is purely on getting 3 points.
And I guess just from a scheduling point of view, the fact that you've been able to slot it into a gap that you had, I mean, it's actually worked out better than it might have done.
It has. It's going to be a Saturday afternoon, so hopefully we keep doing what we're doing, and we'll have a good turnout.
And does any benefit from being able to rest legs a little bit, because you've been playing quite a few matches recently, haven't you?
I think it has. It's always difficult knowing that we would have had to have gone extra time, Saturday, Tuesday, and then all the way to Accrington, so it gives us time to work on the training ground and players good recovery times.
So in terms of that training ground work, without going into the actual nitty gritty, I would imagine trying to be a little bit more clinical in the box, is that a big part of what you're working on at the moment?
I think what we've seen is a group of players that are committed to their day job, the energy that they're bringing to the football club. Certainly this week I've been able to see it on a day-to-day basis, and it's made me smile at times.
No, that's good. And getting that balance between attack and defence, right? And I've talked about this with managers up and down the country, and it doesn't happen very easily. It doesn't happen all that often. Quite a lot. Sometimes it varies from game to game, from season to season a little bit. Is that something that you're always sort of tinkering with, working about starting positions and things like that?
I think my main thing as a manager, certainly coming up to 10 months now in charge, is I'm not saying by being positive all the time is going to guarantee a success. But by being negative and looking at the negatives is definitely not going to guarantee a success. So what I have tried to do is I've tried to focus on the positives, focus on the players that we've brought in, how well they've done. Certainly with the results of not losing in 6 now, having 9 clean sheets, which is a big thing, and you can see a real confidence within the group. We're looking for the 4 goals that we had at home at Cheltenham. We're looking for the 2 that so I think it's important you get the balance right and not just focus on we're not got enough end product in the final third. We have to make sure that we're focusing on what's got us to where we are, and so far being 2 points off the playoffs with a game in hand, I think it's been a fantastic success. Do we want more goals? Of course we want more goals, but at the moment the team's in a stable place, and we're all working hard for each other, and I'm sure that will come.
Yeah, and it's finding a way to get results however you're playing, I guess, isn't it? Because you're not always going to play lovely free-flowing football, but on those afternoons you've got to find a way to get the 1 or 3 points.
I think the players have carried good form. Certainly over the last 6 games now, I think we must be in the top 3 or 4. We said certainly today the dugout is important, because I think the emotions that's carried within the dugout, whether it's staff or whether it's player, they're playing a massive role, and I think on 6 occasions substitutes have actually got us the 6 goals. So they're playing a massive part, even though I've been quite consistent in my team selection. So as a group we do feel we're strong, and we know individually and together we're going to gain more success.
And do you have to manage that carefully? Because I think players, if they're not in the team, they can understand it if results are happening, but you've still got to be careful about making sure that they feel they're a part of it.
Definitely. I think every player carries different emotions, and trying to make sure that every player is getting enough game time. Every player comes in and they're enjoying their training, because that's a large part. And there's a lot of the players that are down here that are they're living away from home, and we've got a lot of young players. So there's so many aspects to their game, that making sure that they're happy and they're prepared, that when they cross that white line they give everything they've got.
And in terms of the fitness of the squad, obviously Alex Lawless has been back in training. Is this giving him enough time now to get himself involved again?
Yeah, he'll be ready to start, so really pleased. We actually just spoke now between myself and Mike, the physio, as to how far we've come in a short period of time, and to see the amount of players that we've got fit and available, and the attention to detail that we talk through every day, because I think every individual's different. Their bodies, have to be treated in a different way, and we must be doing okay at that because we've got good numbers to select from, and it's making my job a lot more difficult, but that's a good thing to have.
And does that mean that Matty Dolan's the only concern then? Is there any update on him?
Yeah, Matty Dolan's the only one, but we're still waiting on a scan report. So disappointed for Matty to miss the minutes that he did when he come off, but he's been fantastic since he's come back this summer, and he's worked really hard, and I think it's important that he makes sure he maintains that.